whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media.
Count the number of publications that have talked about it or written about it, networks, etc. It's all over the internet. It's everywhere. And I know that.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my business, worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know, I'm gonna stay in my lane. I ain't gonna with nobody.
In a shocking live broadcast that drew nationwide attention, Stephen A. Smith openly called out Floyd Mayweather while discussing serious claims that he may have pressured people linked to controversial business matters. The ESPN analyst, known for his bold and emotional delivery, spoke with strong conviction as he criticized what he viewed as disturbing actions within the world of professional sports. Referring to increasing reports suggesting that Mayweather could have used his influence and financial strength to respond to complaints related to his business projects, Smith made it clear that the situation had crossed a line and that responsibility was now necessary.
Floyd Mayweather, the highest paid athlete, not the highest paid boxer, the highest paid athlete in the world. I had the opportunity and pleasure to be around him for many years. I was his personal shopper. I was a personal friend of his family. One of my greatest memories of being just lucky enough to even be around that environment was watching him train. Watching Floyd Mayweather train is a masterclass in discipline. It is a masterclass in work ethic. It is a masterclass in this is how you execute and get stuff done. Every rep, he hits it hard. There's not one lazy rep. He does everything at such a high frequency, so elevated. I'm like, goodness gracious, watching this man train, it's like, that's how I want to train for life. I've been to the club with Floyd where we leave in the club 3-4 in the morning and he's still going to hit his 6 miles. He'll have all the cars follow him and he's running down the Las Vegas Strip, down back streets.
Stephen A. Smith has witnessed firsthand the extravagant lifestyle of Floyd Mayweather Jr., and the level of luxury around him is hard to overlook. One of the strongest signs of his fortune is his passion for luxury cars. Various reports say Floyd owns more than 100 vehicles, and each one comes with a massive price. His collection is believed to feature rare Lamborghinis and custom-built Bugattis, which have turned his garage into a display of massive wealth and a clear love for elite automobiles. Because Smith has known Floyd for many years, he has had a personal look at this lifestyle and has seen these signs of wealth up close.
What's your definition of toy?
Well, private jet, Enzo, Bugatti. Let's walk over here. I'll show you a couple toys. They call this the $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Before looking at the details, it is important to understand the early story of Floyd Mayweather Jr. Born in Grand Rapids, he made his professional debut in 1996 and quickly started gaining recognition. By the early 2000s, he was seen as one of the most talented and technically skilled fighters in boxing. With a perfect record, sharp defensive ability, and a smart controlled style in every fight, he grew into a powerful and respected force inside the ring.
People hate consistency when it comes to teams that you don't like and not a fan of, and they constantly win all the time. The Patriots went through the same thing. Small example, I'm gonna just take boxing for instance.
Right.
Floyd.
Yes.
Everybody loved when Floyd was winning early in his career.
Yes.
But when he kept winning,
yes,
he became the villain.
Yes.
And then everybody paying in and tuning in to see him lose.
Right.
That's it. Yes. He became the villain.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has also faced legal issues connected to his business and personal matters. In 2022, he was named in a class action lawsuit that claimed he was involved in a cryptocurrency pump and dump operation, though the case was later thrown out. In 2024, he was again involved in legal trouble as a new lawsuit was filed seeking more than $3 million in damages based on claims that he ordered a bodyguard to assault a man at a restaurant in Los Angeles during 2022.
How do you explain all that? How did that happen in your life?
What things happen? I had 3 children with a young lady. We wasn't seeing eye to eye. We wasn't seeing eye to eye. She was a little upset. Had a little alcohol in her system. She was a little edgy, and I told her, basically I needed the keys to my truck. She was upset. She didn't want me to take the keys to the truck. So things got out of hand and blown out of, they blow things up bigger than what things are really made out to be. So things happen.
But nevertheless, you had to do 2 months, right?
Yeah, I did 2 months for a misdemeanor, yes.
So what is it like to have everything and then not have freedom?
That's what I come to find out. Freedom is very important. Freedom is very, very important. And I'm just, I'm happy to be free. I'm happy to be back, in my children's life.
Talk within the boxing community grew louder after accusations that Floyd Mayweather Jr. distanced himself from Devin Haney despite once guiding him as a mentor. He was blamed for releasing an edited sparring clip that seemed to show a younger Haney struggling against Gervonta Davis. The footage appeared online just days before Haney's high-profile match with Ryan Garcia, and Haney believed the timing was deliberate to hurt his confidence and give Garcia a psychological edge before the fight.
They go through maybe like a rough moment, like the people around them kind of start changing and things. And I know, like you said, you waking up in the mansion, the Rolls Royce, of showing 30, 40 people around.
Yeah.
Has that part happened where it was like people around you kind of shifted? Or
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that necessarily. I think I just had to, cut the grass low.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. former partner and the mother of his children Josie Harris once shared her serious concerns about the changes she noticed in him, saying she never imagined he would change so much over a period of 21 years. She explained that there were personal struggles in his life that the public did not fully understand. During a 2014 interview, Harris said that the thought of seeing him again brought her a great deal of fear, showing the emotional pressure connected to their past. Their son Karen Mayweather also recalled a difficult moment he witnessed between his parents, giving a glimpse into the private problems the family faced.
His fellow American. Boxing legend Floyd Mayweather watched on as Davis appeared to dominate. So Haney has now issued a response on Twitter. Never did they post a chopped up edited video. 16-year-old and they're in there holding. My bet with AB Pops. Andrew and Broner, I presume that means. We bet Andrew and Broner Pops, and he honoured it and paid. Ryan, we watched you quit, and we will not, and we are not the same and never will be.
Jeff Mayweather, the uncle and former trainer of Floyd Mayweather Jr., has admitted he feels unsure about the path Floyd's life is taking in recent years. He noted that the constant buying of properties and involvement in many business ventures looks scattered and hard to make sense of. Jeff said he no longer fully understands the choices Floyd is making, and believes the distance between them has grown over time. He also added that Floyd now appears more connected to the people in his current circle than to his own family, which reflects a clear shift in his personal relationships.
So you've known Floyd since he was a little puppy.
Not a little puppy, but a teeny bopper. 21 years.
21 years,
yeah.
Amen. Can you tell us some intricate stories about Floyd Mayweather, and two, how he's grown in the 21 years?
He's definitely grown in these last 21 years. When I met him, he was, he still had his little thing, going on, living in just a regular condo. I didn't see, him go from here to here,
Adding to the story, online discussions have suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. might owe money because of gambling losses or loans from people in the United Arab Emirates. Some posts also raised questions about his trips between Israel and the UAE, implying that his actions abroad could have caused issues with certain lenders there. These claims, however, are not confirmed and are mostly based on speculation in online forums rather than verified evidence.
I have no idea. Like I said, I don't necessarily see Floyd very much. So we don't really get a chance to talk very much, and so I don't really know what's going on with him. I know he's doing things that to better his life, like buying homes and buying different things, and so I don't know exactly what he's doing. So I haven't seen him in quite some time, and I haven't heard about him talking about doing any more exhibitions. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, I don't know.
Joe Rogan has openly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr. for how he handles his finances, particularly when it comes to paying taxes on time. He warned that ignoring these obligations can quickly attract attention from the IRS and lead to serious legal problems. Rogan emphasized that no amount of wealth can exempt someone from federal rules, and falling behind can result in big fines and further investigation. His remarks highlight the important point that financial responsibility is crucial, and neglecting taxes can have severe consequences.
Turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Regarding custom, and I'm giving you my very good staff comment in Dylan. Please say hi to you and most welcome in Dubai. And if there's anything from Dubai police, we are happy to say.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. extravagant spending has drawn widespread attention. Reports say he spent roughly $5 million on real estate and a private plane in just 1 week. Actions like this have raised questions about the stability of his finances and the logic behind his decisions. Critics argue that these moves seem more aimed at maintaining a larger-than-life image than showing careful long-term financial planning.
He owed that money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man. But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money that there's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell those.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. investment approach follows a traditional buy low sell high strategy, focusing on undervalued or troubled properties with the aim of profiting from future value increases. While early returns can be modest, similar to real estate investment trusts earning around 5 to 6% a year, the long-term potential is much greater, especially when paired with smart upgrades and positive market trends, creating strong opportunities for growth.
Motion of nostalgia, you know what I mean? Because seeing Floyd Mayweather with all this money and cars and clothes and hoes and yada, 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 it just kind of reminded me. There was a small segment in that episode that stated that a lot of fighters believe in their immortality. You know what I mean? We've seen this before. So the question I ask, we have seen this movie before. Boxers traditionally going broke. You know, they start off well, so flamboyant with all this money and all these cars, and they have businesses they invest in. There's something special, you know, at least in their minds they are. And then after either retirement or near retirement or after the fight game has left them, traditionally boxers go broke, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not saying this is going to happen to Floyd Mayweather, but I swear on everything, man, I hope it doesn't happen to Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather is going to go down in the halls of history, ladies and gentlemen, as possibly top 3 to top 5 to top 10 of all-time greats. I mean, depending on how you view Floyd Money Mayweather. But however, he is definitely the #1 boxer of my era, ladies and gentlemen, of my time on this earth of watching the sport of boxing. No one has the skill set of Floyd Money Mayweather. Carve it up, chop it up how you like. Get on the debate about his opponents, all this other crap. We can have that for another video. But this man is going to go down in history as an all-time great without a doubt. And it's going to, and I understand the argument for those who may even present the argument that he's the #1 greatest of all time. I see valid points in that argument. I don't agree with that, but I see valid points in that argument. This is a great boxer. We are going to miss Floyd Money Mayweather when he leaves the sport, ladies and gentlemen. But the fact remains, Floyd Money Mayweather and all of his accomplishments and all of the great things he's done inside the ring, however, seems to be playing the same tune or acting in the same movie of a lot of boxers that make a lot of money and just go on a spending spree with it and fucking, you know, end up broke in their later years, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you think of some of the greatest boxers through the eons of time. You can start with like Joe Louis, for crying out loud. Joe Louis, this is a man who made plenty of money. This was the Brown Bomber. This is a man who had 12 straight years of reign in the heavyweight division, ladies and gentlemen.
This shows that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is focused on building long-term wealth through real estate, using his boxing income for ventures that bring financial returns and a chance to create a lasting legacy. He prioritizes the enduring value of property, especially in major cities, and this idea shapes many of the investments he chooses to make.
How in 36 months, of course, with one of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month. But
what investment is that?
Just in real estate.
I got you.
And I'm heavy in real estate. I'm real heavy in real estate. Even though, you know, I got my own liquid. You know, if that means cash for those, I break it down in layman's terms. Even though I got a lot of cash, OPM.
Okay.
OPM. You don't always have to use your money. That's why it's very important for y'all to make sure y'all keep y'all credit right.
In October 2024, Floyd Mayweather Jr. announced a major real estate deal, agreeing to spend $42 million to buy over 60 multifamily buildings in Upper Manhattan with about 1,000 rental units. The properties had been owned by Black Spruce Management, a well-known company in New York's property market. The purchase was described as a way to provide affordable housing while also expanding Mayweather's investment portfolio beyond his boxing career.
Ever. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners.
Later reports have raised questions about how much of the deal Floyd Mayweather Jr. actually owns. While he claimed to have bought the properties, outright public records do not reflect a full transfer of ownership. Experts believe he may hold only a minority stake with the option to increase it later. His real estate company Vita Properties has not yet given official details clarifying the terms of the purchase.
Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares of these buildings, and it's a larger, it's part of an investment that he did on his own.
That makes sense. I'm gonna let you do the real estate stuff.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. recently addressed rumors that his $42 million real estate deal had put him under financial pressure. He confirmed that he personally bought 62 buildings in Manhattan and stated clearly, "I used my own money and no one else is in on this."
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vita Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright. In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported,
even though Floyd Mayweather Jr. publicly said he fully owns a $42 million real estate deal in Upper Manhattan, official records do not show a complete transfer of ownership. Analysts suggest he might only have a minority stake with the possibility to increase it later. His real estate company Vita Properties has not shared details about the purchase, leaving the true extent of his involvement unclear.